Theoretical knowledge of English grammar is not always enough to achieve the accuracy unless you practice them or you apply them practically. More you practice, more you will get the accuracy and you will become more confident. Hello everyone, this is Satakshi Kundu and you are watching Learning with Satakshi. Today we are going to discuss some error corrections on the chapters from the clause. In my previous video, I already discussed on phrase, clause, the types of clause and everything. If you want, you can check them in my previous videos and I will give the descriptions in the description box. So, today we are going to, we means you and I, we are going to apply our knowledge and our understanding of the chapters of clause in solving the problems of related to the particular chapter. Error correction is also a very common topic in competitive exams. Many people often get confused while solving these problems. So, if you follow my video, you will get the information which may be useful for you in your preparation. So, without further delay, let's start today's topic. Question number 1. First, say the sentence which I am written here, it's divided into parts A, B, C, D. So, you have to find out in which part actually the error is hidden. First question, I have just eaten dinner and I am not hungry. A, B and C. And if it doesn't have any error, it's no error, D. So, in which part do you think the problem is hidden? I have just eaten dinner and I am not hungry. The problem is in this section B. So, B is the answer. Now, let me explain what will be the answer actually. I have just eaten, this is a principal clause. I have just eaten dinner. I am not hungry, this is another principal clause. But they are both are connected by and. But can you remember that according to the adverbial clause of result, you have to put something which will highlight the result of this particular sentence. So, I have just eaten dinner, so I am not hungry. So, instead of and, you have to put so. So is the answer. Another thing is that so is a subordinate conjunction which usually used before an independent clause to make it dependent. So is here used before this I am not hungry. So, it will make this particular sentence into a dependent clause. So, I have just eaten dinner, so I am not hungry. Number 2, he shouted at his secretary and told her that he does not need her service. So, part A is this, part B is this, and he does not need her service is C. So, in which part is the problem? The problem is in this part number C. Why? Look at the sentence again. He shouted at his secretary and told her that he shouted at his secretary is the principal clause, and this part is written in the past tense. So, how could you write the subordinate clause in another tense? So, you have to use past tense again here. So, what will be the answer? He shouted at his secretary and told her that he did not need her service. So, answer will be did not. Question number 3. I have not met him when the unfortunate event took place in his family. A, B, C and no error. So, in which part is the problem? The problem is in the B part. I have not met him since that unfortunate event took place. So, answer will be B. And instead of when, it will be since. Why since? Because since indicates a particular period of time in the past. So, I have not met him since that unfortunate event took place in his family. So, the event already had taken place and the person have not met him since then. So, that the unfortunate event happened before and he had not met the family members since that time. So, that's why since. Question number 4. Whomever is responsible for this mess needs to clean it up. So, where do you think the error lies? Section number A. So, here A is the problematic part. And where the problem lies? Whomever. Whomever, and instead of whomever, you have to write whoever. Actually, whomever is a object pronoun and it acts like him, his, her. It's a tip, that's why I have made this point so that you can understand when you will check this video later, you will understand it clearly. Whomever is a relative object and it acts as his, her, like this, and whoever is a relative subject and it acts as he, she, it. So, if you write here whomever, what will be the repercussion? That whomever is responsible means his is responsible, which doesn't mean anything. So, what you have to use? A subject. So, that's why whoever is responsible for this mess needs to clean it up. Question number 5. Bill Clinton was the president. Which wife was called Hillary? What do you think is the problem? It's very easy. Which wife? So, section B. Answer is section B. And where do you think the problem? Which. Instead of which, you have to write whose wife. whose. Why not which? Because which is a relative pronoun which is used for the object, and whose is a relative pronoun. It actually refers to the possession of a person. Possession of a person. So Bill Clinton is actually the husband of Hillary Clinton, and she is his wife. So it's a kind of sense of possession of a person is explained. So that's why instead of which you have to refer whose. Question number 6. Smog is the thing with whom is a combination of fog and smoke or pollution. A, B, C. Where do you think is the problem? Yes, smog is the thing. A, section number A. Smog is the thing which is a combination of fog or smoke. Because whom refers to a person, whom relative pronoun, and it is used to refer a person, and which is used to refer an object. So that's why smog is an object. That's why smog is the thing which is a combination of fog or smoke. Question number 7. There is none who can support you in this crucial period. A, B and C. In which part is the problem? In the who can support you in this crucial period. So the problem lies in the section B. So answer is B. And what do you think? Which one is to be replaced here? There is none who. Who is to be replaced by that. So instead of who, you have to use here that. Why that? Now let me explain. That is a relative pronoun. First, that is a relative pronoun. Number 2, here that is usually used after none. This is number 1. Number 1. Number 2 is that is usually used after none, all, some, only. So That is usually used after none, all, some only. That is number 2. So there is none that can support you in this crucial period. Question number 8. If were the child mine, I would have taken it to a doctor. Where is the problem lie? Do you think where is the problem? In which part? If were the A, section number A. What do you think, which one has to be changed here? If. According to the adverbial clause of result, you couldn't use, sorry, not result, adverbial clause of condition, you couldn't use if here. So either the sentence is to be written like this: were the child mine, I would have taken it to a doctor, or if the child were mine, I would have taken it to a doctor. But the question pattern is like this. So you have to remove if from the beginning of the sentence. Were the child mine, I would have taken it to a doctor. So were the child mine. Remove if. If has to be removed from here. Question number 9. I will bring my charger even if the battery runs low. Which section is the problem, do you think? I will bring my charger even if. Section number B is the problematic part. Section number B. Which one is to be replaced here? Even if. Instead of even if, you have to write here in case. In case. Sorry, I have written even if here. It is to be in case. So, I will bring my charger in case the battery runs low. Now, why we couldn't write even if here? Because even if is actually used in a situation where there is no chance of any changes. Okay. So, even if refers to the situation where there is no chance of any changes. The situation remains constant. Remains constant. But if you write in case here, I will bring my charger in case the battery runs low. In case actually refers to a precautionary measure. Here, in case the battery runs low. So, if the battery runs low, that's why I am bringing my charger, I am carrying my charger with me. So, in case refers to the precautionary measure. In case refers to the precautionary step. So, I am repeating here once again. Question number 7, who is the problematic part, and instead of who you have to write that. Question number 8, if has to be removed, and instead of if you have to write were the child mine, I would have taken it to a doctor. And in question number 9, instead of even if, you have to write in case, because even if refers to a situation that doesn't change, and in case refers to a precautionary measurement or step taken by the person. Question number 10. You are not allowed to play whether you have completed your work. Where do you think is the problematic part? Section number B. And which one? Whether. To play whether you have to change whether, you have to write unless. Unless. So why unless? Because unless means if you didn't complete your work, you are not allowed to play outside. So it refers to a condition. That's why instead of whether, I am writing unless. Unless means if you have not completed your work, you are not allowed to do something. Question number 11. Angshu begins to sneeze whenever she opens the window to get a breath of fresh air. Do you think that in this particular sentence any problem or any error lies? No, it doesn't have any error. So, the answer is D. Question number 12. She told me that she was old than her husband. Which one is the problematic part? Part number C. So answer is C. And instead of old here, you have to use older. Older. Because in adverbial clause of comparison, we have to use a comparative degree to compare between the two things. So, she told me that she was older than her husband. So, here the comparison between she and her husband is made. That's why according to the rule you have to use older. According to adverbial clause of comparison, you have to use a comparative degree. Question number 13. He ate greedily the chocolate cake. In which part do you think the problem? Section number B. This adverb greedily cannot be used after a noun. Okay, so either you have to use before the noun or after the clause. So that's why either you have to write he greedily ate the chocolate cake, or you have to say he ate the chocolate cake greedily. Question number 14. She does not want to go to the movie because she hates the smell of popcorn. This particular sentence doesn't contain any error, so it's no error. You have to write. Question number 15 and last question. He likes to play indoor games because his brother likes to play outdoor games. Where do you think the problematic part lies? He likes to play indoor games because section number B. Because is a subordinate conjunction which is used to connect two dependent clauses. So instead of because, you have to write here and. Instead of because, you have to write and. So and is a coordinate conjunction which is used to connect two independent clauses. He likes to play indoor games and his brother likes to play outdoor games. So and is a coordinate conjunction used to connect two independent clauses. So I am repeating again. In the first section, greedily has to be replaced either before the verb or either at the end of the clause. In the question number 14 doesn't have any error, and in question number 15 you have to write and instead of because and is a coordinate conjunction which is used to connect two independent clauses. So that's all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video and you have to practice more. Then you will get the accuracy which you want to have. So I think this video will be useful for all of you. Thank you everyone. Follow your dreams and take care of yourself. Bye bye.